and it did work. And Epi is known for running a mean D stack. However, it's very reliant on the gens being up, and Blitz is pretty good at getting into gens and owning them. So I'm very curious to see how that plays out and whether they're going to be able to crack the D. From what I know of these teams scrimming each other is they tend to kind of go back and forth. So I think it's sort of anyone's game. And as far as the maps, I believe Drydock and Kata were picked by Vex, and Stonehenge was picked by Epi.
Yep. They were definitely in favor of that just because it's such an easy map to defend the gens on, and it's an easy map to really just put so many turrets out there that they can't do anything against it.
Right. Yeah. No, interestingly, Epi is actually quite strong in Katabatic, in my opinion. That's been a map that Ego's been good at for a while, and they actually give us harder games on that map than just about anybody else. So, but on the other side, Tasty Ham is very strong capper, and that's kind of a capper's map. So,
right, exactly.
Again, I think that's going to be interesting as well. I'm going to kind of dark horse this and predict a possible Epi win in this series. I think it'll be very close.
Well, I was talking to Tasty Ham actually a couple nights ago, and I let him know that we were going to be casting this match, and he asked who I thought was going to win, and I said they were going to go to 3. So I'm betting that Epi will take at least one map, and really who it's going to be after that is kind of up in the air. But like I said, I think my money's still on Vex.
All right, well, this will be cool. We'll see what happens. Now, one thing I've seen from playing these guys is what tends to happen is that early game, attacking against Epi, you can go up. Like, we played them the other night, and we would get 3 caps in the first 5 minutes every map. And then we just couldn't cap anymore, because by then they have their Mark II everything, and it becomes so much harder. So that's the thing you'll see often against Epi, is that they can go down early and then make a good comeback. Okay, here we see both cappers crossing each other in the low to high route.
And they're just a little bit of a gunfire going back and forth, so they both know that the cappers are coming in on both these routes.
TC got his regen. I did not see.
But Convict did not.
Yeah.
So Convict has been spotted, and Duck has taken him out. So that is the end of that cap route. Let's see if they end up lawming this out or anything.
On the other side, Tasty's still sent for his route. The clear's coming in. There's people in the stand. Some fractals going in weird places. There's no force field blocking Tasty. I don't see any mines, but Muji is there. Muji is very good at stopping soldier caps. He's actually one of the best Hoffs at stopping soldier caps. And I don't know if he knocks him off or there's a Nitron. I think maybe both. And that's the end of that cap.
And on the other side, we see Convict coming in on a drop route from the back, and he is all alone, but nobody has spotted him just yet. Duck does not see him at all, and he's got the flag, and he just jumps out right through the middle and gets sniped about 10 feet out, so that's not going to be going anywhere.
Yeah, good job by Duck there I think he definitely should not have disjumped, actually, because his only threat there was the sniper, and he just put himself in snipe range. He could have eaten another full other snipe if he hadn't done that. And he's not in any rush to get back, really.
Right, he could have just gone with that and then punted it, and he could have got it all the way home, and his team could have converted that for the cap right there.
Tasty and Convict crossed again. I think Tasty may have got Convict's regen again. Definitely spotted him. Tasty's good now. He's got his regen back. He is being sniped at by Alcaban. So far, those shots are missing. He's
on the other side,
high rate route.
Convict is not in any trouble. Did get his regen, and Lion was on.
Blitz is almost does. Muji's got 1 HP, and Tasty Ham slips by him with no health and dies. Really would have liked to Blitz pull out his pistol or shotgun or something and finish Muji, who is sitting there at 19 HP. You need one bullet from
no
anything.
Health. And on the other side, Duck Ranger and Implosion shut down Convict and Trism. Trism that's playing in Fear. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So are they running a 2D over there? No,
yeah,
Implosion's just pushed out, so it is mostly just 1D. Maybe Implosion's just getting a stop and then pushing?
Yeah, Implosion's for the most part. I've seen him basically come back for whenever a capper is actually coming in. Ooh, and Duck just went down to Lion GG, and the only person here right now is Implosions. They do have some claymores and whatnot on the stand, and Convict is coming in for another backdrop route, and Implosions is occupied. Duck Ranger just respawned, and there comes Convict. Finally, he is in Soldier, so he is gonna. Yep, he's out with it for the moment. He's got 813 down to 400. He's over the middle. One snipe missed.
He gets sniped out. That's the end of him.
He's
this is looking good for Epi. Epi's got good cluster, but there's 2 people on the stand. This is going to buy Vex time to get in here and make a play. Convict's got no HP. Implosions is there. Implosion goes down. Knock is there. Well, who's
Come
gonna
on.
get it?
And
Everyone's just dying.
Muji gets it.
Yeah, they're all over him though. He's got no
He
teammates.
punts it
And look
off
at
to
all
his
that Vex on
teammates.
there.
That was a really great move right there with all those people around him. Oh, but two of them get taken out almost instantaneously, and Blue Jay picks it up.
Wow, I can't believe they didn't get our turn. They had 6 guys there.
I know. Oh, they still might,
Wambulance
and
might get it.
Wambulance does get it. That was one heck of a cluster right there. That was pretty impressive on both teams.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like Vex is here. I mean, sorry, Epi's cleaning up their base. So far, no caps. O-stack versus D-stack, just kind of smashing into each other.
Yeah, it looks like everything is kind of just becoming a wash.
Here comes Tasty off the back route. I don't think he spotted. Muji's off the stand. Tasty's out full health. This is looking real good. He takes a big snipe, and he's hurt because he is in Pathfinder. Can't take much damage. Lion GG's the only one there to stop it.
And Lion's not going to get it. Tasty's got it, yep. And Convict is coming in right now to do the return cap, but I don't see this going anywhere. Nope.
So I think that this is actually the best map for Vex's strat. I think it's going to work better on this map than any other map. And that's just because Stonehenge is much easier to defend because the base is high up in the air.
Right.
So the D has a really good chance. And also it's very easy to chase the routes on that map. Kata is so big that you can't really llama the flag down mid. You can't walk it. You have to have a fast grab. However, Drydock, this whole cluster type thing works. So, if Vex is... I think the best chance Vex has of winning a map is Drydock. And they really do need to win this map because the next 2 are going to be a big challenge against the D-stack. So if we're going to get that game 3, I want to see them pull this map out.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And it looks like Convict got picked off by Duck Ranger. He did come down for the flag, but it's probably not going to go anywhere. He's got 121 health, and yeah, he gets sniped out about 10 feet from the stand. So that is the end of that. And Lion's going for it, but again, he's not going to be going anywhere with that. Oh, but he does get a good punt off, so...
I don't see anyone on O here for Vex. They're running... It's supposed to be running an O-stack, but there's no O. Here comes Tasty out. He's got nobody here clearing for him, and he goes down. So now they've got this big offense push, but it's not timed with their capper, so it's not going to really do anything unless they plan to walk the thing.
It looks like what happened right there was their offense actually died right as Convict was coming in, and that was pretty much what stopped push from Epi there.
I see. So the Vex people respawned and played D.
Yep,
to stop that cap, right? Yeah. So on the other side, what happened was they were all dead, so there was no one there to clear for Tasty, so he just ran to the D. Now, if he runs another quick route, the Vex guys are still here. They've got Muji real low.
And Convict is out with about 800 health, and Tasty just started a route on the other side. He's down to 633. He's got implosions on him, and Nitron almost nails him, but Wambulance does grab it. And this might be the first cap for Epi here. All he's got to do is land on the flag, and there we go, 1-1.
Yeah. Convict I liked his patience there. It may have been tempting to go for the quick cap right away, but he kind of just waited. He stayed in the air, so he wasn't going to get Nitroned, and just waited until the flag was back. Everything was kind of under control. The Nitrons are thrown, and he lands on the flag. Definitely a good play by him.
Yep.
Good patience.
Don't push it, and don't lose what you've already won. And Convict is already going on another route, and it looks like Tasty and him are passing each other, so they've got each other spotted, and Duck, I'm sure, sees Convict coming in.
Now, I see the Vex O is timed pretty well this time. They got all their people coming in, so I'm not sure where Tasty is yet. I'll try to find him, but
looks like he was actually fighting Convict to stop the cap route. The offense from Epi just got shut down, so Tasty's going to be starting his route in just a moment here.
Vex is going to be probably not timed. Well, actually, what Vex is doing now is they're all running into the gens. Look, they're saying 3 brutes into the gens. They want to kill them. Let's go watch some fun gen room battles. See what's going on downstairs. If I can navigate this space. Alright, so we've got a couple Epi dudes coming in here. They're getting brooted to hell. Brute's very good fighting indoors. Blue Jay's trying to keep them locked in here, though, which might end up working out pretty well because they're in here, yeah, they're going to get the gens, but they're not going to be able to get out there and clear the stand for the capper.
Right, and I'm looking at Tasty while you were doing that right now, and he's coming in on a really high tower drop route.
Okay, yeah, this is a great route. I love this route.
Yep, this one's really hard to see, but they did see him, and unfortunately he didn't get anywhere with that.
Yeah, he was in Soldier, so that was that's about a 300 speed grab in Soldier, 1400 HP. Disgusting route.
Yep. If you can get out with that, you are very difficult to stop.
You're in good shape. But they did stop
it does look like Vex is, they've only got 2D, and Epi is only got like 2-0, so I mean
Yep.
it's so sparse over on this side. It's the same thing every single time. Convict either gets killed by Tasty or Duck, and Lion GG just sort of dies afterwards.
Now here on the other side, they did manage to get the Epi gens down, and Epi does like their gens a lot. They can't run their heavy techs, their turrets, and all that stuff. This makes it much easier for the next O push to come in. Now Muji goes down, so it's just Trism GG here on stand. I do not see Tasty yet. Oh, no, Tasty's just leaving on route. He's not going to be able to take advantage of the Hoff being dead. Blitz looks like he's gone back down to hide in the gens, try to get his regen. Another O push has come. Looks like Tasty is opting to maybe walk the flag, and Duck Ranger may be running a route. I'm not sure what Tasty's doing here. This is what we call a front to bad, is what that route is. But maybe it's setting up for some other grab that I'm not yet seeing. I see implosions on the stand. Duck Ranger's in the tower. No, there's no other capper coming. I don't know what the plan was there for
Convict is coming back over the back to do a drop to the front, but Lion GG is there. It's timed well this time, but is he gonna get out with it? He does get out with it. He's got 1,000 health left. He's doing pretty good. He clears the middle.
On the other side, there's a couple guys here trying to make the play. There's 4 Vex at the stand. They get it off the stand. Convict's in trouble. Big trouble.
Nice conk by Implosions right there.
It's gonna be a race. Implosions should have this.
Oh,
he gets taken out.
He gets nailed.
Blitz is trying to keep it alive, but it's basically just Blitz. Nice mortar there to try to stall him. Vex is going to try to get this off, but this is looking pretty good for
nicely
Epi.
done by Tasty.
Comes in with a nice quick grab there. He's out in Soldier. He's in 800 health. He should be getting home with this.
And on the other side, there's pressure. Duck Ranger's moved up to O Snipe, but it looks like they've got it under control for the moment. Bullets is coming in, does get a conk on Mookie, but Blue Jay picks it right back up, and Hydroxide's right there behind him to start nailing him again.
Meanwhile, Tasty's over here. He's got the flag home. Vex has got their D set up. They've already got their O pushing out. There's only one Epi player on this side of the field, so Vex should be holding their flag no problem. This is something Vex does pretty well, as they transition into standups very quickly, because they already have so many offense downfield. They just get whoever dies to come play D for a sec, and they can quickly get 4 offense in way before the other team can. So if they can get a return on that first run, it's kind of a free cap. But
Wambulance, he Sonic punched that out of whoever's hands, and it went right into LL Blue Jay's hands instead. Oh, and he gets nailed by a ton of grenades coming in, and Bullets has got this. Yep.
Well, they got the return, and their only convict was here on the other side of the map the whole time.
Did get it. He did get the conk in time to prevent that cap.
Right, he did, and he actually got out the flag, and there's nobody chasing it. This is amazing. I can't believe Vex isn't capping this. I mean, it was literally just Convict. It was 1-0 versus 3D, and here he is bringing the whole thing home.
Right, he's got over 500 health, and the only person on him is Tasty, and now that's the end of that right
off.
there.
We're back into standoff. Yeah, Vex had a
But they do have a little bit of a push coming here. Bullets and Wambulance are coming in. Wambulance is the one who instigated the whole loss of the flag last time, so...
Yeah, we'll see. So they've already got, Blitz and Wambulance both down here. It looks like they got a
instant return.
Again.
Wambulance mealeed Alex
Implosions is here
and
this
got
time.
him.
I don't think he's going to let this grab happen again. I expect a Nitron here. There's Convict coming in.
And
it gets conked.
Again.
But
that's not going anywhere. And Lion GG.
No,
and he
it's
gets
dropped.
them.
And he gets the return. Amazing play by Lion GG in the middle of 3. There's got to be so much rage on the Vex mic right now. Somebody tune into Duck Ranger stream. Tell me what's going on. It's got to be amazing.
Both teams right now have just got to be, shitting themselves, basically, going, what the hell just happened?
Well, I tell you, Epi's happy right now, because they should have got a capped on twice just now, and they didn't.
Right.
Vex could not finish. They couldn't convert it. And Epi is, they're happy to play the long game. The longer the game goes, the better for Epi, because they get everything upgraded, and their D just becomes a stone wall. And all they have to hope is they eventually get a cap out sometime.
And Convict, again, with the same route that he's gotten out every single time, straight over the middle, and just disjumps, and he is uncontested. Route. He has got this cap, and 2-1, just like that.
Yeah, and this is, like I said, this is going to get harder and harder for Vex. So they're going to be kind of going uphill here for the rest of the game.
And it seems like, the 2-0 is really all that Epi needs against this team right now. It seems like Vex really needs to switch something up, maybe pull one guy back. Because
they got to learn how to stop that route. That's a good route. I'm actually going to watch that route right now, because I want to see how he's doing it. So
he's actually not doing it right now. He's on the other side when you do the...
Oh, it's a high route, okay.
Yeah.
Is he running lightweight? Is that how he's jumping the mountain, or is he just getting enough speed that he can do with a disc jump?
Nope, he's just doing get enough speed so he can just do it with a disc jump,
Okay.
and it's really quite an impressive route. He actually
There's a
bounces off the
similar
back
route
wall.
you can do this way, the way that he's setting up. I don't know if he's going to go for that, but there is a jump though. Nope, he's not jumping the mountain.
No.
He's coming in here. Just Implosions is there. There's the Shrike there. Oh, but he does get killed there. Not sure how. It looks like by his own proxy, maybe. He bounced off the stand and killed him. I think that's what happened.
Yeah,
He did suicide there.
And I see what Epi's doing here now, and this is exactly
Here
what I
comes
was
Tasty Ham.
expecting.
Tasty
Yep.
Ham's got speed, but he's not on a good angle, and he goes down.
And Lion GG hopped out of his Shrike to do a Shrike grab in
and
the
he's
field,
out fast, yeah.
and they're gonna return this and
Another cap. This is starting to look really good for Epi and really bad for Vex.
Yep,
That
they're really
Shrike,
starting to run away with it.
Yeah, the Shrike is also very useful in this type of play. We noticed when we played against them, they're running the D-stack with the Shrike helping on offense. It can really disrupt that single 1 or 2 players that are there, and also threatens the Shrike grabs always. Convict's out again. He goes down.
It was a punt that he did, but I don't think that's going to be going anywhere. So
it was a good punt.
It was a very good
side,
punt. It
the
had a
flag
bad
is
bounce,
out
though.
and conked, so that's not going anywhere.
Kind
That's
of a
another
momentary
thing is,
lull
as
here.
the game goes on, there's going to be more and more Shrikes as they keep getting the credits. They got all their whole base upgraded, so now they can start blowing money on Shrikes, which against a single man, a sniper can't do anything to stop a Shrike grab unless he just gets a body block or a, 2 T5s or something. It's basically impossible for him to stop compared to other classes.
Well, and that's exactly what happened right there. Is he actually ran over Duck and had already killed Implosion and just turned the Shrike around and just grabbed it and went right home with it. And Convict's coming in, and he does get out with it, but he's got 410 health. The first snipe does miss. He's over the top.
He's over the mountain. He's got LOS now. Now it's on Vex's offense to get this return.
And he's making a very smart play here. He's not going for the flag. He's making the safe move instead
does
of...
he K out or punt that? I don't understand what just happened unless he just hit the ground.
No, he just cratered right there.
Okay. All right, now this is going to be Danger Town for Vex. They're going to be crashing in here. I see him getting cleaned up. Implosions going for their turn. This is going to be another cap. 4-1.
And wow, I mean, it was, right at the start, it looked like Vex had a bit more of a commanding lead on this map, but as things have settled in, Epi has just been really showing their strengths with just this 2-0.
Yeah, we're going to see this every map. This was exactly our experience last night when we played Epi. We would go up every map at the beginning of the game, and then it would become a very difficult game later. We ended up pulling out the wins on most maps, but it was very close and difficult at the end. The first 5 minutes we went up 3-0, we're feeling great. Then by the end of the game, it's like a 1-point game, overtime, stuff like that. Not quite as fun anymore.
Right.
And so here, Vex's chance to get a bunch of points at the scoreboard was at the beginning, and they got one, but they almost had another one. But now as Epi settles in, it's just going to get harder and harder.
And I have to apologize to Lion. I caught on camera him running into the Vex gen room safely and then falling down and dying in the gen room hole.
Blitz has gone down there. Blitz is angry at these gens. It's getting personal with the gens. He's down there. He's going to make sure they die. And no, he doesn't. He has one more shot. Blitz has got to get one more shot on the gen. He doesn't get it. The gens are up. Mission unsuccessful. And that's not going to be good. That means another O run's going to be no bueno.
And Convict looks like Duck Ranger is finally starting to get a beat on his routes, and he's spotting him a lot further out now, so he may not be getting out with any quick, easy routes anymore, and he does get pegged once, but he's got Lion GG beaten on Duck Ranger, and Duck Ranger does go down, but Convict's got a couple people
Tasty's running
pegging at him.
Like infiltrator routes now. I guess he's trying to mix it up.
But it looks like Bullets got without.
Blitz looks like he did like kind of a black slide. He's actually out pretty good with this. In
Yeah,
Soldier,
and this flag
300
is,
health. He punts it.
He was trying to throw Implosions right there, but they
Blue
missed.
Jay's right on it. This is going to be close. And Blue Jay gets the return.
Nicely done. But Wambulance looks like he's there to do the follow-up grab.
Yep, and they've got Hydro actually there for another follow-up if need be. This one's going to get returned. Hopefully Hydro will grab this one as well. We'll see if that happens. Or maybe Tasty's route will come in.
Where is Tasty? Do you see him right now?
I don't know where Tasty went.
And Convict actually did a a load of high right there, and he got out very clean. Looks like
Yeah,
in
he's
the
out.
disarray.
This is coming to the base. It's Vex has got to get a crash here if they're going to stop this. Hydro's got to get in there now.
And he's not gonna make it
His
in time, I don't
turrets.
think.
He might make it.
Oh, he
Yep,
barely
he makes it
makes
just in
it.
time.
But it looks like
And
Lion's gonna have the flag here, so it's not gonna be an issue. But he does have
there's a couple of
knock-on
Vex here
ambulance
shepherding
right in
him
front of
here.
him. But he's got his entire team right behind him, so
I like to see him just punt it over that guy's head right now.
that's what I was thinking right there. Just throw it right to his
Tasty's
stand.
out though. Tasty's out. Not a lot of speed in Raider though. He's got 700 health. He doesn't have a fast chaser. Epi, they do have a couple paths now, so they might be trying to chase this.
Yeah, it looks like Trism's on him, but Tasty's got a pretty good lead on him at the moment, so I don't think they're gonna get the return. It's gonna go to standoff.
Meanwhile, Epi's cleaning up. They're passing the flag off. Just Blitz down here and like 4 Epi. So Epi should be holding onto this flag. Tasty does go down on the other side, but it looks like he's passing it off. All right, right now it's just Blitz down here at the Epi base. I think he's gonna get the gens. That would be a very wise move.
And it
He
looks
goes
like
down
they
to
just went
Righteous
down.
Offside.
Yep, there they
But
go.
he did get the gens, but they are going to probably go up now. So Vex has got a couple of seconds here before these
Ooh.
gens come back up.
And Hydroxide did manage to take down Blue Jay right there, but there was nobody else there to get the return.
Yeah, we see Blitz, Wambulance, Tasty Ham are all coming in here. The gens are back up though, so the turrets are activated. This is not a very fun thing to go up against.
No,
Blitz is jugging, which is going to help with the turrets and help with them clustered up.
But it doesn't look like he nailed any right there, so it's kind of moot at that point.
Alright, so they got 3 of them here, all focusing on Trism. Trism's at about 30% health. Blitz and Hydroxide go down. It's just Wambulance. He's going to probably die to turrets here.
Oh.
He's going for the Sonic Punch. He goes down. It's like, was that a snipe on the hill? I'm not sure what that was.
I think it was just from across the map over there. He's just taking pot shots since there's really no offense from Epi right now.
Okay, yeah, I mean, Epi doesn't need to run an offense right now because they're up 3 points. There's 4 minutes left in the game. They can run a 4-man D standoff, and they can do it all day long. And it's up to Vex to come break it.
And they've got Lion GG running around in a Shrike just harassing them, and they just blew the Shrike up. And they do have Convic and Lion GG here, and Implosions does get conked. But
on the other side, Righteous Oxide is actually by himself. 3 Vex on him. Blue Jay's near him. Alcaban is coming, but this is... I don't know why the Vex guys aren't getting in his face faster. Righteous has still got Blitz here. Oh, Blitz is down in the gens again. I saw his IFF, but he's down in the gens. Gens are dead. Maybe he might just stay down there and try to keep them owned. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
At
because
this point,
all those
it really
extra
wouldn't.
turrets can be really obnoxious to your standoff foe.
Now on the Vex defense side, they've got Moog sitting up on the hill, just spamming down on the Vex defense, and they took out one of them, and right now it's 3 against 2 in favor of Epi, so it looks like they might be getting another return here if they play this right.
No, Blitz is here, Wambulance is here, Tasty Ham's here. They get the drop. Can they get the return? It's picked back up by Blue Jay, but he's still hurt. Wambulance goes down, everyone goes down, and Epi holds their flag for another run.
Yep, and looks like on this side they're going to be able to clean up the Epi push as well, and Moogie is just the only one that's left.
Now, Vex is actually totally running out of time here.
Right.
3 minutes left. They got to get 2 caps and a point. So they need to win this standoff. They got to cap again, and then they got to get the flag in their hands. So there's time to do it, but they basically need to get the flag in the next 1 to 2 tries to even have a chance at this.
Well, what they need to do is they need to do their offensive stack.
Yeah, basically they got to go all in. They got to rabbit the flag, get this thing back, and cap it, and then they got to chain grab it, and then they got to get the flag in their hands.
Right, because at this point the clock is literally ticking down to the loss of the first map here.
Now Blue Jay is about to die. He's by himself. They should get this return. No, but the gens are back up. The turrets are firing like mad. Robot battle, but Blitz should get this return. Blitz gets the return. Let's see if they can get this cap.
And
maybe
Duck is down to 200 health, and Moog does grab it, but it doesn't do anything. Yep,
all right.
so
they've got
still
time.
have a
They're back
chance.
in this game. They can run 1 to 2 coordinated offensive runs. They basically have like 1 to 2 normal flag runs they can do, and then they just got to all go offense and get the flag in their hands. That's the play right now. So we'll see if they can do it. See if they can cap off this next run or the one after it, because they have to.
And right now, Convic is coming in on that route. It's gotten them every single cap so far, and He is spotted by Duck, but he misses his first snipe, so this might spell disaster for Vex here.
Yeah, if Epi caps this, it is over. No, this is 300
Yep.
HP. He's low. There's only the one
But it's
Vex guy on the
only...
team. Tasty
Nope,
goes
this is
down.
it.
Game over,
That
man.
is the
Game
end of
over,
the game
man.
right there. That's unfortunate. Vex did have a chance at coming back with this, but they unfortunately did not get the whole thing going that they needed to, and they just let one cap out that spelled their doom. But a very, very impressive game that both teams played. That 1-1 that stayed for almost like 10 minutes was incredible. How many times they stopped the caps on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I do really appreciate Vex for running this strategy. It's been fun to play against in scrims. It's a different way to play. It's way more interesting and entertaining than the constant D-stacks and the 2-3
Agreed.
games and all that stuff. But I still am afraid that, you know, a properly executed D-stack will beat an O-stack in this game. D is
Right.
just very strong.
And it looks like they're going to be putting one more just for the nail in the coffin here.
Oh wow, you know, they may be able to cap this out if they want to be real assholes. They might be able to get one more cap. They have enough time if he starts her out right now to...
I was actually expecting the Shrike to stay over there and just do another Shrike grab just to follow up with that one, just to finish it off.
Dunk it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Vex at this point, I think they're probably just kind of TDMing, you know. They know it's over.
Well, 4 points in 20 minutes does not happen, or 20 seconds does not happen.
No, it does not. So going into the next map is going to be Stonehenge.
Right. Which is highly in favor of Epi.
It's going to be, yeah, I mean, so last night we knew that they're going to be going against this. We decided we don't really find that map to be very fun to play, so we're like, well, let's just do the Vex thing because it'll give them good practice and it'll be more fun than trying to play a normal game on that map.
Maybe we shouldn't have given them so much practice, damn.
Well, we did it on, you know, that was just on that one map that we did it. But I can tell you they did beat us pretty well.
Oh, that's impressive.
So that was with us running. I mean, we never really practiced this kind of Vex, so we were just kind of like running around shooting things. Yeah, it was, you know, I can tell you that the Epi D stack is going to be very strong on that map, and it's not going to be fun. I actually saw them play against Mono the other day, and it was like a 2-1 game in overtime. Epi almost beat Mono on that map.
That's very impressive.
So it is a very strong map for them. Yeah, it was like Mono barely kept from losing that game. I think Epi was actually up for a lot of it, and they almost won. And Mono was able to force a standoff and win the standoff to win the game in overtime or something like that. But that's a testament to how strong Epi's D is going to be on that map.
This is something that I forgot to mention during that game. Lion GG, the offensive clear for Epi, he was actually not running. He was running Soldier for the first part of the map, but then he switched over to running Technician offense, and so they had
was he dropping turrets at his base?
Yeah, he would drop the turrets at his base, and then he would go offense, and he would just go out there and rip people to pieces with that SMG that the tech has, and he was just making Duck and Implosion's life hell. So, I mean, they literally are running probably 3 or 4 technicians, and one of them's just going on offense.
Wow.
So since we're in the transition between maps here, how's everybody liking the little setup we've got going here? The 2 cameras and Dodge running all the instant replays and whatnot.
To see what they say. I just saw Dodge messaging me saying there's some kind of echo with my audio, so I'm gonna try to get that sorted out real quick. He said he couldn't really show my side of things that often, which is unfortunate because I think I was showing where a lot of the action was happening.
Yeah, I was.
So Dodge, if you can hear me, tell me what I need to do so I can fix it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, the Epi side of things, or the Vex's defense side of things, really wasn't very exciting. There really wasn't a lot of people there, so.
Got 50 viewers. It's pretty good for a not tournament match or anything. People want to see the O-Stack versus D-Stack.
If that's the case, I'll watch the Vex stand a little more.
So here's the thing. Here's I guess the question: are people here because they're fans, or are they here because they're anti-fans? Because people, these are both very good. They're both very good teams, both top 5 teams. And then we've got a lot of people that hate Epi's style. They hate the robot D. They hate the techs.
Right.
They hate all the gen play and all that stuff. They hate the D stack. And then you've got on the other side, you've got a lot of people who just don't like Blitz. So,
they just want to see people fail. Is
right,
basically
exactly.
What you're saying.
So, are people just here for a big Schadenfreude? They want to see who's gonna get mad when they lose, or is this like
if somebody's
people
going to
here for the
quit
good
and
game?
then
Yeah.
I did see one guy saying that he was happy that we were casting this because they would get to see more bullets failing, and they would get more footage for their montage they were making.
Well, that's Imstar. No, Imstar really hesitant for Blitz. He absolutely hates the guy, for whatever reason. I think it comes down to a tournament a while back where they blamed each other for the loss or something like that.
Oh, the CSN
so
tournament.
I know that's why he's here. He's definitely one of the anti-fans that's here.
Gotcha.
But I'm hoping there's some fans here. I mean, I before I decided to cast it, I was definitely wanted to watch this game. I knew it was going to be a good game. It was going to be close. It's going to be hard fought, and it was going to be interesting to see the O stack go up against the D stack and see how that all turned out.
Without a question.
Okay, I'm catching up on the chat here.
Blue Jay just said that.
Yeah, Vertical Games. It's Vertical from Ego saying he wants to see the practice D stack versus practice O stack, which is true. That's something you haven't really seen basically ever in this game. The only team that ever ran a practiced O stack before in the game was Tau. Vex has started doing it consistently, and then Epi, several teams have D stacked, but almost nobody's D stacked the way Epi does, where they do it almost every time they have the gen play. The only thing I'm sad about is I really want to see Katabatic. I love that map.
Yeah.
I don't want the game to end here. So
well,
I'm gonna pull for Vex, even though my mind is telling me that Epi's gonna win this map. My heart's telling me I want Vex to win because I want to see Katabatic. And I always want to see map 3. I think that'll be a good game. We're gonna see Tasty Ham in his routes, Soldier Captain versus Epi, who actually has a very solid strategy on that map.
Without a question. So I'm gonna hop over to the Epi stand here and watch this game around.
Yeah, let's swap sides because I think if I'm getting this audio stuff, I'm gonna watch Duck Ranger's antics, and yeah, you watch the other side.
So yeah, it looks like Hydroxide is just gonna be spamming, and we've got Naka up on top of the Stonehenge spamming from there. So they're running 2 jugs.
Now, Duck Ranger's gone Technician this game, so he's playing D and he's gonna play Technician.
Interesting.
So he's like, screw you guys and your technicians. I can do this too.
And
I don't. I hope he doesn't just throw the game, though, because I will say, we played against Vex on this map. This is not a map we're really very good at. We've practiced very much, but his, one-man D was actually pretty good on this map.
Well,
when he was in Sniper.
He did pretty well last map, too. I mean, it was without a question. I mean, for running 2D and, basically 1D, he did very well.
Right, so I'm just saying I don't want to see him throw the map by not running what the most optimal thing is because he's all pissed off or whatever, and so he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to run Technician. I want to see him try to win. Because I think he can do some pretty good stuff, but maybe this may not be a bad strat, to be honest. The sniper is not quite as good on this map because he can't really see from far out. So maybe some tech turrets plus 2 guys on D is going to make it very hard to clear the stand, and they'll just be able to get all the stops. Now here's Convict coming in. They don't have any mines with this kind of loadout, so pretty much they have to get body blocks and stand thumbs, which they do not get. Convict is out. On the other side, Tasty Ham's also out, but he goes down.
Yep, he actually got taken out by that missile turret, that EXR turret. So that turret farm that they've got is really doing work for him.
Great night shot there by Implosions. Implosion's a fantastic chaser, but he gets the drop, but can't quite get the return. Lion GG's there to pick it up. Tomasar is in this game. Not quite sure who he came in for yet. I'll check that in a second. He's also a pretty good chaser. He gets the drop, but gets killed out as well. We got Duck and Tasty all over the flag here.
But they got plenty of their teammates there as long as they... Oh gosh, that was a bad drop.
Can they get it? It's just bouncing. Uh-oh, this is looking bad now. It's in a bad
Trism
spot.
might get it.
Nope, nobody gets it.
Okay, but all of the Vex guys are dead, but no, right
Blitz
as
is
I
here
say
still.
that,
Blitz
Blitz
is
gets a
here. He
conk
might
on
get
it.
it. Can Blitz get
And
it? No, he can't get it.
right at the last second he gets chained out. But while we were doing that whole thing, Hydroxide did get the flag out, and looks like he did get it home, so...
Yep. But I'll stick with the Epi guys on standoffs this time. So let's do the reverse of the last map.
Alright. So what is Convict running here? Yeah, Convict's running Path. I thought he was running Inf for a minute there because he's just kind of hiding out waiting for his team. And they've got a couple guys coming in, but yeah, it does look like they're running 4 on D here.
Yeah, nothing in here yet for Vex. Epi's got their gens up. They got turrets everywhere. This is not going to be fun at all for the Vex offense.
Yeah, and Vex just is cleaning up the Epi offense one after another.
Pack here, so they're all these kind of like half invisible guys.
Makes them very difficult to see, very difficult to pick out who you're actually going after. And Convict is sneaking up right behind the defense here, but they spotted him and just started chewing him apart. So, and the turret ends up taking him down. So Vex has now adopted the same strategy as Epi and is putting down turrets left and right.
No, it's not a bad strat. If you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, at this rate, I mean, you know, we all want to see a map 3 on this one. So if they can go to a map 3 even by doing that, I have no complaints. And it looks like Muji and Lion GG are kind of doing a combination thing. Muji is spamming from the Stonehenge up above, but looks like Dux Ranger took him out. So, and they are getting the gens down. They know exactly how to counter the strategy since it is theirs.
Oh yeah, they OVD'd this thing. I'm sure they've OVD'd it. They know exactly how to counter it.
And they've
I'll tell you
got
what
2
the counter to it is.
infiltrators.
The counter is you kill the gens, and the whole thing falls apart. And right now they're doing that. Looks like Blitz might also be trying to do that. Is that him? Yeah, he's in there. Now here we go. Let's see this shit. Everyone's seen the GIF. Here they come into the gen room, protecting those gens. Here comes Righteous. Righteous versus Blitz. We've got a Brute versus Brute. Righteous wins. His gens are down, but he's going to grab a repair kit and get him back up. And they're not going to stay down for long. So Vex has got just a short period of time here before it's Turret City all over again. Now Naka is in here in Inf. He does get the kill, and he gets the return. Naka with the good play there on Infiltrator. Getting the solo return. The flag on the other side. Field Implosions has got it.
They cleaned him up, and Mugi is coming in, but he's not going to get to the base with that
but they are too slow, too
but
far.
Lion
They're low health.
GG is...
Oh, they stop him. Can they?
He
Lion
did get
GG
it.
gets out the stand, buys about a
And
couple seconds. Trism's there.
He gets it,
Can he get the return?
He gets the return.
Oh my
Nicely
God.
done.
Tune in again, Duck Ranger stream. Hear the rage. Tell me about it.
So yeah, a very eventful game so far, and surprisingly no caps yet.
Yeah, I mean, that was great. You know, return there.
It was a great standoff, and both teams, you know, they ended up getting their flag back, and it was a little closer for one than the other, but, you know, it was still very impressive. And it looks like pretty much all the Vex guys go right in for the gen first before they ever start clearing, and I don't see Tasty Ham anywhere at the moment. Oh, there he is. He looks like he is waiting to do just a static back route. He's waiting for the gens to go down, and then he's just going to come right through and disc jump over and try and punt it, probably back to base, it looks like.
On the other side, Duck Ranger's gone back to his sniper setup, which I really like. I like this, you know, the path plus sniper. Implosions and Duck are both great at these positions, and they're both fully capable of stopping a capper by themselves. So with both of them there, I think their D's actually be pretty damn good for 2D.
Yeah, and I mean, they... Oh, and here goes Tasty Ham. He's starting his route. He's just looks like he's just gonna come right up here, and he's gonna. Yep, he just lommed it right out and punted it right over the Stonehenge, but it's gonna hit one of the pillars and bounce back. Oh, that would have been a perfect punt. It would have landed right back at his base had he gotten that. But it does look like Duck Ranger managed to stop them from getting the return and keeps it moving.
All right, Tasty Ham's there. Yeah, Tasty's got it. On the other side, there's no flag movement at all. Convict's on a route. He's pretty far out still.
Yeah, he's got about 5 seconds,
yeah,
and then they're going to cap here. Oh, but
oh no,
Tasty
Ham misses the stand. This could cost them the cap.
He throws and he chucks it up, and
Convict's out
it
full
misses
health
out.
now. that cost him a cap right there.
It really did. I mean, they rushed it a little bit, and they get the return on top of it.
Two caps they should have had on Vex
and
there.
Convict he's out with this. He's got this cap.
Oh,
There's nobody.
They go from being up, like, having that cap, to now they're going to lose that cap.
Yep.
And that's just the worst feeling. That is the worst feeling in this game, when you are an inch from the cap, and then not only do they get the return on you, but they grab at the same time, and you're all there clustered on your own stand trying to convert. And so you have nobody at the enemy base, you have nobody that can chase, and it's just, you just sit there and you watch them walk your flag back and cap as you hopelessly crash downfield.
And you're just going, I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to make it, and that was just was going through all their minds right there.
All right, I really want to see Vex rally here. I want to see map 3. I know they are not happy right now, and I want to see them pull this back, make some cool plays.
It looks like they're running 3 fat suits.
Convict's already back in another route, but there's a lot of mines up. He takes massive damage on the stand. One snipe will kill him, but he goes down. No, he does not go down.
He's got
30 health still.
But Implosion looks like he picked him off, and Tasty Ham is coming in on a left to right route right here.
Lion is just trying to keep this alive, actually, but Implosion keeps it in play.
And Tasty just got splattered on the stand over there. So all this farm that Epi has is just it's being so detrimental to Tasty getting any sort of momentum with the flag here. But Hydroxide does do a little llama route out the back, and he's still full health, but if he's got any chase on him, which at the moment he doesn't, but Blue Jay and Trism just respawned, and they're right on him, and Alakabon is just putting little pot shots in him.
in here trying to clear. He goes down to mines or something. Convict's coming in. Duck Ranger is alive. It's Duck versus Convict. Soldier Cap versus a bunch of mines. He takes damage. He's got 5 HP. One chain bullet will kill him. He goes for the punt. He does have Muji downfield for him, but this should be an easy return for Implosions here. So if Vex can keep this flag alive, they have another chance to convert here. They've had their last 2 caps robbed from them at the last moment, so let's see if they can make this one happen.
And they've got plenty of escort here. There's no reason they shouldn't be able to get this thing home.
Trism's walking on the other side, though, and there's no chaser on him. Implosion's just heading out, but he's got low health, so he can't boost. His chase is going to be very slow, and he K's out, I think. He's like, fuck that. I'm going to get... I'm going to respawn and be able to go fast, because I hate going slow. So he's going fast now. He's boosting his way downfield, but there is cluster on the flag, and there really needs to be more Vex chase on this. Although Convict has actually gotten away from his teammates.
Not the best move there.
Not the best move there. 1v1 Implosions is... He will F you up, dude. But
on the other side, it looks like
they got him.
I mean, the Vex team is, real situated right now, so...
Yeah, we're in standoff mode here. Now, Vex is already crashing down, though.
Right, they've got...
I'm watching Epi on these, right?
Yeah, you're watching
I'm watch Epi on standoff. Epi's, they got Vex guys coming in. There's 4 Vex offense here. Trism is actually off kind of by himself. There's 5 Epi over here, but Trism is kind of a little bit away from the rest of his guys. There's a very small opportunity here for Vex to get this return. Implosions gets a sick conk. Can he get their turn? No, he cannot. They kill him. They're all low health, though. If one of these Mervs lands, it could actually kill like 2 or 3 of them at a time. They pass it off. This play's dead. Blitz is still here spamming. The Jins are down, which is going to help Vex some.
And on the other side, it's pretty much dead over here right now.
I don't know where Blitz has gone. I think he's trying to own the Jins or something. And Muji's got it. Gets conked again. Yeah, it looks like Blitz was in the Jin room. I would have liked to see him out there, actually, maybe help get their turn, but there's a lot of pressure here on Epi. They're running actually 5D right now, trying to just keep their flag alive because the Vex crash is so intense.
No, but it's a smart move. I mean, it's a smart move on both sides because, Epi is up, 1 cap here, and if the game continues to go the way it's been going, I mean, it may be a 1-0 game.
Alright, Xanther has just told me it sounds like I'm eating during a standoff. He is right. I'm eating Cheez-Its, I'm drinking Belgian beer, and I'm a happy camper.
And Lion GG is putting huge pressure, but he gets taken out. And Convict does get a conk on the flag, but he gets taken out as well, and Tasty Ham's there to grab it and stabilize things.
Alright, so sorry about that. I forgot, Xanther, that this is a stream, so my push-to-talk is basically always transmitting, so you're going to eat my Cheez-Its. You can hear me eat my Cheez-Its, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, I will stop eating Cheez-Its, and I will try to just focus on the game here. All right, so Hydroxide, Bullets, and Implosion's coming in. Implosions gets the conk. Hydroxide's here. It looked like there's no one there, but that's just because they were jammed. So, in fact, Epi does have plenty of people here. And they're going to hold this push off, I think. Blitz looks to be, again, back in the gens. He wants to keep them down. Not a bad move at all. You need to keep the gens down versus Epi if you want to be able to get up close.
And on the other side, Muji and Lion GG just did a nice little thing. Muji was spamming.
Battle, Blitz wins.
Yeah, Muji was spamming, but and Lion GG snuck up. They managed to get the kill, and everyone over here is low right now, but they didn't get it. But Convict is over here as an inf right now, and he might be able to get this. Oh, but he got hit by a Merv from his own teammate, and it took him out of stealth, but there is some good pressure by Muji right now.
So I like what Blitz is doing here. Blitz has got, he's in the gens, he's just owning the gens, basically shooting Mervs
and here
everywhere.
Comes the return.
Oh no, they got the return. Okay, on the other side, the flag is down. Blitz has got to get out of those gens now. Righteous Oxide looks like he boosts up to the standard, gets shot, and this is going to be 2-0.
And there's 2-0. Man.
This is going to be rough. This has got 11 minutes, and same thing as before. Epi's only going to get stronger as time goes on. This is going to get hard.
Right, and the pressure's just going to keep mounting because they know they have to get something working, and they know they've already given up 2 caps that they should have had. So this would be, at worst, a tie game right now if they had done everything properly.
Right. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that it becomes really frustrating because after the game you look back and you think, if only this, if only that,
right?
We could have won, we could have stayed in it, could have gone to map 3, whatever. And that's just can be really hard to deal with.
But we never know. I mean, 10 minutes is still left. Vex may decide to pull something different out and actually end up getting some caps here because they have gotten it home.
Here comes Convict coming in. There's Mines. He gets body blocked by Duck Ranger. Great play by Duck.
And Naka just lommed it out.
I can tell you, Duck is an annoying sniper to deal with. He's, you know, he's got a pretty good shot. You know, it's not like way better than other snipers that are at the top, you know, in this top level, but he just does weird stuff. And like he, you know, sometimes it doesn't work, but a lot of times it works. You know, and you know, there you saw him. He just kind of jumped down at the last second, dropped claymores, got the body block. You know, just a great play by him as a sniper. Sniper's not an easy class to stop people on the stand with.
And here comes Tasty into a clean stand. He is out. He does get sniped once.
Convict's coming on the other side. There are claymores down. All the claymores are down. He gets blown up. Maybe we're going to see a cap here for Vex. Let's see if they can do it.
Nope. Looks like Muji is on it, and he did get sniped out. So Naka's coming in to try and save this, but Muji's right on it, so that's going home.
Oh, no. Heartbreaker.
That was, because they had that out pretty clean right there, and just didn't have enough to get away from the sniper. That's all it was.
Well, Alcamon is a good sniper. He's a good shot.
Looks like Tasty is switching over to Pathfinder here. I'm going to follow him on a route. And it looks like Naka is going to go in as a distraction, and then Tasty's just going to come in. And looks like Convict and Tasty just passed each other, so they probably know where both cappers are coming from right now. Yep, sure enough, Tasty gets nailed just out of the blue with a full snipe, and down he goes. Alec Bond just picked him off.
Convict's coming in on a clean stand. Lion GG got a good clear, and Convict is out. And this is Danger Town for Vex here.
Yeah, and there is only Knock over here on the Epi side, and
Implosions is on the chase. He's getting a little bit of chain on him, but he's kind of at a weird angle now. This is going to be rough.
I don't see that. I mean, well, Convict is making yet another smart move. He's not going straight for the flag. He's going for the safe move.
Oh, he's down in the valley now. This is going to be...
That's not so
it's
safe
hard.
anymore.
Yeah, it's not good to be in that valley on this map.
But Trism saves it. That was so
Tasty's
close.
coming in. They're cleaning up, though. Trism's taking his time. It looks like they're going to be very patient here. This is going to give Vex's crash to come in. Vex is a good crashing team. So
and they do
playing
have
it careful means
Tomasar
they're going to
coming
have
in
time
right
to get
now.
in. Here's Implosion's coming in. Implosion's a great returner. Can he do it? He does.
And he does.
And Tomasar's gotten out and goes down. So
very
I was trying
good
to see
play
who
by,
Tom came
Vex.
in for. Looks like Tomasar came in for Wambulance for this map.
And Bullets actually manages to grab the flag after the fact, and probably not going to go anywhere with this. Oh, but then again...
Nice punt there, actually. Knock and
was
Implosions
very
are on
nice.
it. Tomasar's on it with speed. Nice pick. He's not going the perfect direction, but this is actually going to work out pretty well, I think.
Yeah,
On the
I
other
mean,
side,
They do have Moog in pursuit right now, but he's got plenty of escort.
Yeah,
and
now Lion
as long
GG's here at the stand, and he's still alive, so he will be able to E-grab if he needs to. Blitz is coming through. Now Lion GG goes down, Convict's coming in. Can he beat Blitz? Can he beat Blitz? Blitz misses and caps.
He still gets it, though. That's good. So, you know, 2-1
All right,
game.
got
It's
ourselves a
getting
ball
closer.
game here.
And then Tasty with the re-grab going 240 out in Soldier,
That is
and
good.
he
All right.
is...
All right, Helemar, this is good. This is good stuff.
I don't see this getting stopped right here. Looks
Nope,
like
nope.
we've got the 2-2 cap.
Yep, we got the
and
2-2.
Oh, hell yes.
So hopefully they can just win this, because otherwise they're going to be sitting there second-guessing themselves all night saying, if only those 2 caps. So let's hope Vex can just get this cap here and bring us to map 3. And let's see a real game.
Very well performed by them. That was what I was hoping would happen, is they would just get 1 cap, and then in the confusion afterwards, they would just get another one right afterwards, and that's exactly what they did.
Yep, and that's the thing that can happen in this game for sure. And Vex, they definitely know to exploit that kind of stuff, you know.
Right.
They understand, you know, their whole strategy is actually based around mayhem and keeping pressure up. And so
Right.
they're definitely going to go for that kind of play.
Well,
Right, I got
this is
excited. I was
something-
watching the wrong base. I'm going to go back and watch Duck Ranger. You know.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's the thing is, I mean, the game can just start to get away from you.
Convict's out here, though. Convict's out. The D is up. I think Duck Ranger's probably disrupted a little bit. 600 health for him. This is going to be hard now. He's got to land. Implosions might be able to get a Nitron on him when he lands. And he does.
Tasty
Implosion's
is coming
great
in.
with the Nitrons.
He is going to entirely miss the flag.
Yeah, Implosions does get the Nitron, but goes down. Now Lion GG is here. He's very low health. He gets chained out. Duck and Tom are here. Tom
So is
goes down.
Tasty,
Duck gets
and
the
Duck
return.
gets it.
Now Blitz is actually out at the same time. He's actually in an okay spot here. He's got some okay LOS. The chasers are at a bad chase angle right now. So
And
Blitz
he's
is
got
going to
some
get this pretty
escort.
far. And if he's about to die, he can just punt it.
Right, and there's Tasty Ham right over
There
there,
he goes
too.
for the punt, and he's got his
and
teammates
it's
all
going to go
over
right
here.
to Tomsar.
See if Tom can get this catch. Come on.
Nicely
yeah, he does.
done.
And this is looking
And-
real good for Vex.
Moogie is going in for the crash.
A lot of
and
epic crash
Tomasar
coming in.
is...
Here they all come. Tomasar, I think, he
Oh,
either
he
throws
chucks
it
it
against
up.
contact with the stand.
Oh,
It's
and
going to go in the Valley of Death. It is bad when fights get here. Convict's coming in, and during the confusion, he gets out full health in the middle of a bunch of Vex guys, in the middle of the confusion.
And there's 3 versus 2 in the Valley of Death here. Lion GG is on it. Tomasar's probably got this. Yep, he's got it still. And it looks like they're going to be able to stabilize here. So
this
we're
is
going
gonna be
into
a
a standoff.
And this could be the standoff that determines the game right here, with how long that last standoff lasted. This is really huge. A lot of stakes on this standoff. The Jins are down right now for Vex. They're up for Epi. Epi is
Other way around.
You know, are you sure? I think Epi has their gens and Vex does not.
No, I'm sorry, you're right.
Okay, so yeah, Epi is plenty happy playing standoffs with their gens up. Blitz is not going for the gens just yet. Hydroxide might be going for them. No, they are not going for the gens yet. They're going to try to go in and get this return really quick. Blitz is coming in. He's getting shredded by turrets. Robot madness. Yeah. They do get the conk. Naka gets the conk. Blue Jay's low health. Can he shoot him? Can he shoot him? He can. Naka should have this return. Come on, Naka. Touch that thing. Okay.
And
this might be the
they're
go-ahead cap.
completely clear over here. All they have to do is hop up to the flag stand, and that'll be that.
All right, and Implosions
And
gets
there
the
it
cap.
is.
And here we go. Now this is starting to look better for Vex. This puts a little more pressure here on Epi. They can't just sit here and D-stack all day now. Vex has gotten 3 caps here in about 6 minutes.
3 unanswered caps at that.
Yep.
So it looks like the tide is turning right here, and it's looking very, very good for them. So
All right, I'm going to mess with my stream really quick to try to fix this sound issue. So I'm going to just kind of point my camera at the Vex stand and let you take it away.
all right. And so right now we've just got we've got some harass coming in. Tasty's probably about 20 seconds out, and Tomasar is also coming in here. Looks like he's actually running a route as well. Nope, he's just coming in to harass. And Tasty Ham is still coming in here. I'm not seeing any other clear. It looks like they're a little out of sync, but Tomasar is still alive right now. And on the other side, we're going to hop over there. Convict is out with it. He's got 850 health. He's pretty clear. He's got Naka and bullets in front of him, so he can get taken down here. But he's got a pretty good line to his flag right now. And he's getting chained down. Implosions is right in front of him. He tosses the flag off to Muji, and it goes down in the Valley of Death. And Implosions kills him, and Tasty Ham's right there, but he's so low. Tomasar does get out with the E-grab, and Looks like that's going to stall this from tying it up right now, but Tomasar does have a chaser on him. Righteous Oxide is coming, Implosions is coming to cover him as well.
Tom's
as
looking good
Ham.
here. Dodge, let me know if the audio is better. I did the stuff you said. Just type me out or whatever if that's better.
So Implosions went for the grab.
Vex
Convict nailed him.
Vex got the return. Trism is there for the regrab though.
Yep, but they both did get returned, so it's pretty much reset. And all Vex really has to do right now is pretty much D-stack, and they've got this game in the bag. I mean, they just need to stop
we'll see if
Convict
they actually
from
change
getting...
their strategy. Now Trism's actually out pretty good. If he punts this, I don't think he gets
And
the pun off, but
Convict is
it
right there,
bounces pretty well.
but Tomasar's got this, so...
Tomasar gets a great clutch play by Tom to get that return. Duck coming in for something there.
And Tasty Ham is coming in on a sort of back-to-front route right now, and there is not a ton on the flag. If Tasty can maneuver around it, he could get straight through and go right home with it, and I think he's going to do the same thing he did right at the beginning. He's going to grab the flag, and he's just going to punt this sucker right over the top, and he tries to do that, but he shoots himself into a Claymore.
On the other side, Epi is actually running a little bit heavier O now. They're running a full 3 offense now. They're going to take that risk because they know they've got a minute and a half to make something happen. So they really have to go. You know, in fact, for the next play, they almost need to send like their whole team and almost like do opposite day for a little bit here. Oh, nice block there. I'm not sure who did that. That was sweet though. I think that was Duck Ranger. But they got like a midair bump off on the capper, and that was the end of that route.
And Tasty is coming in with a ton of speed, but he gets nailed on inbound. He's got 30 health.
He's down. Epi's got to go all O now. They got to do it. They got a minute to get to rip the flag.
But we are going to focus over on the Vex stand here because this is where all the action is going to happen.
Yep, and Vex is not going for 6-0 now because they know 40 seconds, they win this game. Here comes all of Epi. Looks like Blitz is going to probably grab the flag on the other side.
And Convict is coming
no
in.
Defense on the other side.
He's about 15 seconds out right now. And he's got...
So that will be enough time to grab, so he has to get the grab. They have to clear this. Convict has to get out. Now Blitz is out on the other side, so they really have to get this out or it's over.
Right.
And he's coming down to this.
And he's screwed up his route a little bit, though. He doesn't have a lot of speed,
Not a lot of speed, 100 health.
And that is the end of that right there.
He gets nitroned, and
we're going to map 3. I am very glad we get to see Catabatic. This is going to be a really good map. It'll be interesting to see how these two teams play.
Yeah,
that was an incredible game.
Yeah, I think this is actually going to be a great map. I'm very interested to see. I don't know. I really think this map is not as strong for the Vex strat. But you know, at the same time, Epi can play standard on this map quite well. So, you know, maybe the Vex strat will be something they need. So it's gonna be a very interesting game. I don't know if I can quite predict this one. I think Epi's got a more solid strategy on this map, but Tasty is gonna be doing probably slightly. I give him the edge in capping on this map because he's gonna be capping in Soldier, whereas Epi tends to cap in Pathfinder. But Epi's going to be running double cap, cross caps, which are very powerful in Catabatic.
Well, this comes back down to the whole, you know, which, you know, is Blood Eagle stronger than, you know, Diamond Sword when you have 2 equal teams? It comes back down to that whole argument. But I have seen Tasty run some very, very peculiar routes on this map, which makes him incredibly difficult to see until he's already got your flag and he's halfway across the map.
Yeah, is Diamond Sword, you know, with the solo capper, it can be pretty rough. I think with double capper, the whole difference is not that big of a deal. Because the sniper, you can shut down one of them, but he can't get both of them.
Exactly.
Whereas, you know, but the problem is Vex tends to only run 1 capper on this map. You know, Blitz can run routes on this map. You know, he used to be one of the best cappers in the game on this map, actually.
Right.
He invented some of the fastest routes on this map or perfected them early in the game. So he's definitely, I'm sure he's still got it. He can still run some routes here. I've seen Naka run routes on occasion. So, you know, they can run the double cap, but running solo cap's going to be rough unless they do their heavy O strategy. In which case, if they just go in there and kill everything, then they can probably still get Tasty out. So I'll be curious to see if they play this more standard, or if they go for their either 1 or 2D with heavy O. And on the other side, I can tell you what Epi's going to do. They're going to most likely run probably at least 3 offense, I would guess. They're going to run at least 1 clear and 2 cap, and then 4D or 3D, depending on what Vex is doing. And their offense will be pretty functional with the cross-capping. Cross-capping will be a decent counter to what Duck Ranger's doing if they just stick with the 1 or 2D. So FB's offense will be solid on this map. But this is a very hard map for D, so the D stacking is not going to work as well on this map.
Right, and you know, if the sides had been flipped, if Vex had Blood Eagle, I probably would give them this map just because the roots that Tasty runs on Blood Eagle side are usually a lot stronger than the Diamond Sword side. He's got one of my favorites, which is the drop, the one where you come in really high and you hit the little ramp and go straight out the front.
Yeah, there's we call that the Ivan route. That is a team egocentric route developed and perfected here by Ivan. Qualm and I love that route. We run it a lot. But Tasty's been running it, but Tasty actually has some weird routes that he can run on Diamond Sword side as well. Ones that I expect to see here. This one that I call the Fanacapping route, because Fanacapping came up with it. Is basically a kind of like a back to front setup, but you bounce off a rock for a little bit, which is a rock bounce that Qualm really started using a lot. But Tasty will run that route, which is a strong route. He also runs kind of this very high over the center mountain type of thing, where he will come in, if anyone's watching my camera, and land around here and bounce off. It's sort of like the cave route on Blood Eagle side, same kind of angle, and then he'll attempt to rock bounce off of a rock on exit. However, I've seen him, last time I watched him doing it, he missed it twice in a row, and that's pretty much dead at that point if he misses the rock bounce, because he ends up in a corner. So we'll see if he goes for that. It's a risky thing, but you know, if he can do it right, it's like a good chance of capping. But if he screws it up, which is easy to do with rock routes, then it's like guaranteed no cap. So I'll be interested to see if he's going to take the risk to do that kind of route.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see what they're going to be doing here.
So I'm going to focus a little more on the cappers this time, because so we can see the cool routes they're running. Now the cappers are crossing here. Trism is going to hit the stand way before. He was able to get off to a very quick route, and he is running it back to front here. He just got his regen. He's going to be coming in soon, and he may be getting out with this. Implosion is off the stand. Duck's not even on the stand yet. Trism GG's out, back to front, 800 health. He's looking good. Tasty Ham's also out though.
Yep, and I'm on Tasty Ham, and he is he's got 1,000 health, and he is out pretty clean.
Yeah,
and
he's looking good too.
Has not hit a single snipe on him yet, so.
Yeah, he should be getting home with that, no problem. This probably is going to be a standoff.
Yep, right off the bat.
Implosions is coming in here though. Very dangerous player, but he's almost dead. He goes down. Blitz is here. Blitz gets the kill. Muji and Righteous are here to bounce the flag around. They haven't killed Blitz yet. There goes Blitz. Hydroxide still here. An Infiltrator. Can he get their turn? And he gets it. I don't even know if they knew he was there, and this might be a cap here for Vex.
There's 2 Epi guys on the stand over here, and they cleaned one up. Lion GG is the only one left, and they're playing it safe. Tasty's taking it nice and slow, and they're just going to hop right up on the stand and get cap number 1.
Cap 1 for Vex.
Very quick cap 1, too. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to see the route that Convict had run there.
Oh, but, standard back to front in Pathfinder.
Okay, gotcha.
So like I said before, you know, the Pathfinder capping is definitely not as strong as Soldier capping on this map. You can run almost all the routes. There's a couple really loopy high routes you can run in Path, but having double the HP is worth so much. Now Tasty is passing all the cappers. He's going to spot all of them, but they're going to spot him, of course. And he's going to be running this rock bounce route like I described earlier. Or no, actually, no, he's cutting it in. He's going to do a little bit slower route, opt for the disc jump to make sure he beats the capper there, which he will.
The stand just got cleaned up by bullets, and he's in there, and he's out with 800
Tasty's
health.
out. Very slow, though. He hit a mountain, and he's only going about 180, 150 now, but there's no chasers yet, so he should be fine. Oh, here's Muji, actually.
Yep,
Muji the Hoff is switching to Path as he likes to do. They're both low health.
You should just turn around right now and just kill him.
Tasty's going to get this home, I think. Well, no, he stopped. And they get Vex gets their turn. A lot of pressure here on Mooj. See what he can do.
All he's got to do is hit him
Convict's
once,
actually
basically.
coming on a route, though. Convict gets
and Hydroxide does stop
destroyed.
him. And Muji might. Implosions was running Rage, and so he had
a quick
free.
2-0.
Yep. Implosion's had a free disc jump right there from the Rage perk since Convict had grabbed right there. And it looks
Duck
like
Ranger
Duck Ranger.
immediately grabs as well.
And
He
he
goes
tries
down,
to
though.
punt
This
off.
play is probably done.
He was
There
running
is
Sentinel.
I see a grab cycle in the back there. I see Blitz in a grab cycle. Is he going to do it? Is he going to grab? Let's see.
Yep, he
I
is.
see him jump out.
And there
Here
he
he
goes.
comes.
And
He's in heavy.
You
Sniper's
are not going to be
gonna
stopping
stop
that
him. They
fat
got a
thing.
Nitro on him.
And Blue
They got a
Jay's
lot of
right in
pass
front of
though.
him, so... And there's the conk. That's exactly what they needed.
Implosions is here, though. Hydroxide's here with some speed. He gets out. This flag is still alive. Tasty's
And-
actually coming in. If they get this return right away, Tasty's going to grab it.
I think if I was in hydroxide position, I was...
I think he's throwing it. He wants him to return
Yep.
it right now. He's saying,
That's-
please return it.
Oh, that's
And
exactly what
no,
I
they
would have
wait.
done. I would have just tossed it right to him and said, here you go, and let my capper run away with it.
The other side, I don't see. And, Convict has actually stayed on a route in the middle of all that. I'm not sure if Epi's going to be able to clear for him. He's coming in Soldier. This is a weird route here.
Yeah,
This
this
is going to be
little,
particularly fast with the exit, but it's a
Yeah, and
new
he's
direction.
low. Yeah, and that
He
one
goes
that did
down.
not go very far. And there goes Bullets yet again with the grab cycle.
Wambulance is actually here in a tank. Wambulance loves these tanks. Not a good idea to bring off on a D standoff, but can actually be pretty effective in other parts of the game. And so he's going to be really annoying with this thing. He's going to make people devoted to go dealing with him, and that's going to distract from the rest of the offense who's going to be able to get down there and clear. I think Vex has got some nice O going on here on this map. And Tasty Ham's out. He gets conked. That's the end of that play.
Well, it seems to me like Vex is just, they have such a greater amount of control on this map than they have the other ones. I mean, it just seems like they're much more practiced, and they've got their strategies a lot more down than Epi does.
But
It's
again,
just the
I'm
impression
telling
that
you,
I'm
man,
getting.
wait till the second half of the game. It's going to be a different game. This is exactly, we played them last night. We went up 3-0 in the first 4 minutes, and then it was like, the final score was like 4-3 or 5-3 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Epi is going to get a lot tougher. They're not going to find it, Vex is not going to find it so easy to get the flag out once they get those Mark II everything.
And Convict is out with it. He's going real slow, though. He
Yeah, he's slow and low.
kind of
Implosion
borked it
should
right
have
there,
no problem.
and yeah, he's going to just chain him down right here, or kill him with a Nitron.
Now here comes Tasty Ham, set up one and back to front. This is going to be a high-speed return route. If they do not stop this on the stand, it is likely going to be a cap. I do see 4 for Vex here, or 4 for Epi on D. Tasty Ham misses the stand. Is there another capper?
Everybody dies. And yeah,
No.
Bolus is coming
here's
in.
Blitz is coming in Soldier for back to front. He gets out, full health, 260 speed, and he's in good shape. He's in great shape.
I'm going to hop over
there's-
the other flag.
A sea of red crashing down, but Vex has got Blitz has got a pretty good return route here. I don't think they're going to be able to get the Nitron.
And Lion
yeah.
GG is here on the... Well, he should be getting on the stand right now is what he should be doing because Bullets is coming in.
I don't know if
so
he can beat him. I don't know if he can beat Blitz to the stand. I don't think he can. And there's
Well-
another cap, 3-zip.
And Lion GG had plenty of time to get on the stand right there. He was just kind of sitting there looking around, and he could have just hopped right up on the stand and chucked it off. Could have bought his team quite a bit of time there.
Yeah, so actually, I think on this one, Epi's got to figure out what's going on with their offense because they're not going up against a lot of D. They need to be
Right.
getting more flags out in these high-speed routes. He's not out with a lot of speed. He is out, but he's got Duck here being cute and a grab cycle sniping.
Yeah,
He's actually got this flag pretty far, 30 health, but there's no one here to meet him. There's
Yeah,
Vex
he's got
all
people.
over that.
Well,
They
Lion
have that
GG is
return.
coming in right behind, and he might get this. But Wambulance just barely beats him. But Tasty
Vex is
Ham
all over
is
that.
inbound.
No, Vex is all
he's-
downfield here, ready to clear for this for Tasty.
Right, and he's about 5 seconds out right now, and Naka and Bullets have got the stand nice and clear.
Trism's out on
And-
the other side though with about 30% health. Implosion's on his tail. He gets the Nitron. That's the end of that. Tasty Ham's out, no health. One snipe will get him. There he goes down.
Yep, and that is the end of
Both-
both of
both
those
flags
pushes
returned.
right there. And
Convict gets out.
goes
Oh wow, they
Convict
return it right as
again.
Convict comes in with speed. And
He's going almost
yeah,
300.
he's gone.
and he's yeah. Whoops.
I don't see
Oh, but-
Implosions here on him yet. GG's here to try to cover. Implosions is going to go for the cutoff here. This is looking pretty good for Epi, I would say.
Except for Wambulance right there. I mean, even if that
it's
is
gonna
just
be
an
slow, though.
e-grab.
He's going to buy time though. He's going to give Vex time to crash and
But
try to
Duck
kill
Ranger's
Convict.
right here so that he can stop this stop Convict from actually getting anywhere. He can always hop
Vex
out of
is
that
going to
thing.
have mad Pathfinders crashing down here. Meanwhile, Tasty Ham's coming in. Tasty Ham is actually going to beat this flag to stand. They actually have to stop Tasty here if they want to get this cap.
And they
They
did.
do stop him. And this
Naka
is
is
pretty
there,
good. Naka's the
but
last
here
line of
comes
defense here.
bullets as well, and
Do
they
they
do
get
get
it?
the
They got
cap.
it. Oh wow, that was cool. I thought he had that return for a second.
That was quite the detour that he took getting back to the flag there. That was a little hairy, to say the least.
All right, I'm gonna see what's going on over on this other stand. Curious to see if they're gonna run more D throughout all this map. Looks like no, they're sticking with the 2D. They're confident in duck and implosions, which is a good combo. You notice Implosion's actually getting some good chasing. We're seeing chasing in this game. You know, everyone said chasing's dead, but Implosions is here, sitting here, proving that that is not correct, that there is still chasing. If you're not running a perfect back-to-front route, then you're running a route that can be chased with Rage and Pathfinder.
Exactly.
And Lightweight, and Implosions is showing that.
And here's Hydroxide just waiting next to Alakabon, waiting to take him
Convict
out.
is out, though. He is out. Implosions look, he's already set up on a good route to chase this. Convict's very low health. One chain bullet will kill him, and he goes
and
down.
here comes
Implosions, the great
Tasty,
chase.
and he dies. Are they going to
Now
get
let's
that
look for
return?
the other Epi Capper.
Yeah, Tasty already went down.
Yeah,
And not a
nothing more for
grab,
Epi.
but it was more of an E-grab than anything else.
Trism's gonna walk this though. I don't know if those are. I think he's just walking. Yeah, he's in path. He's bolting. He's gonna probably play. Implosion's gonna get this return if he doesn't launch this soon. He's got a 400 health, 88 health. He needed to punt that there. Should be a return for Vex here. Line GG is gonna go for it, but they've got it.
And Epi has pulled out the Shrike now, so
Yeah, they've got the Shrike. Let's see if their turrets, if they've got those up to Mark II yet. Looks like they're down. They're not trying to keep the front one up. They've not repaired their turrets. They went for the Shrike instead. Meanwhile, Convict's out, though. He's got not a lot of speed, but full health. So it's going to be up to Vex's offense to try to get this return.
And they do have a couple people there. They've got Wambulance and Naka, and I believe
got a grab
Tasty Ham
cycle.
is coming in as well. But Tasty Ham's coming in. He does
Tasty
get
Ham's
out
very
with it,
low.
but he's
He goes
really
down.
low.
But Convict's in a kind of a bad spot. He's on low ground. He's got Vex all around him that have the high ground.
And
Wambulance doesn't
Wambulance
keep
does
this
get out
alive
with
by
it,
time.
but oof.
He goes
But
down, and
looks
this could
like-
be...
Yep,
I
the
don't know, this is
3-2.
going to be close. This is going to be close. They've got
yeah,
time
well,
to get
they've
their
got
turn.
plenty of people there.
They're not going to be able to walk it. They're not going to be able to get it home, but they are going to be able to buy time and try to get time for everyone to crash trying to get this return. However, that time is running out quickly. They got about 4 more seconds. Convict's being super careful because he knows he has no health. The
And
flag is
Tasty
loose.
gets it.
Tasty gets the return. And now it's Epi's turn to get a taste of those, you know, what might have been.
Last second.
Yeah.
Yep.
They had their whole team there. Tasty comes in, gets the return, and that's the end of that cap.
Very well played by Vex. They're really holding on to their lead pretty well. But like you said, you know, second half of the map, we'll see what
Second half
happens.
of the map. I mean, we've already seen Epi's doing a lot better in these last couple pushes here.
Exactly. They haven't let Tasty get out with any more routes really, and it's been there's the rock bounce route you were talking about. I was just observing Tasty Ham. So
Okay, and Mio Convict is that he actually self-clears beautifully with a Nitron there and clears the mine and is able to get out pretty well. And now
And
this is
Tasty,
again trouble for
yep.
Vex. But
and
this
Tasty
is a
just
long
ran
return
right
route.
into the Hoff and just splattered all over him. So unless they've got some pretty good crash coming in, which they do, they've got Hydroxide and Implosions coming after Convict here, and they missed the Nitron, and he is.
Yeah, this is looking good for them. They can try to make this play. This should be a cap for Epi.
They got it.
3-2. This is close.
And
Trism's out
Trism,
again
yep.
immediately. Wow, that
He
couldn't
was
have
waiting
timed out
right
better.
on the stand, actually.
Oh,
and
okay, so
just,
he thrust and punted. Okay,
he thrust
and
yep.
bolted.
Yep, and he just went right for it, and frankly, it was a good idea. I mean, he puts him in chaos, and if Convict
got
is
this,
starting
though.
another route,
Yeah, so I guess the maybe he was hoping they would all K out right after the play, and they didn't. They were all still
Right.
downfield, so they were able to intercept him. But keeps them off balance. It means they can't just run their normal offense yet because they're still dealing with getting their flag back. So it kind of slows them down. And Trism's already out another route. He doesn't even care. He's just going to run another route.
yep, and he might
He's
as well.
going to
Looks
cross
like
Tasty
they're
here.
Yep.
See if anyone chains each other.
Nope.
I don't know if they saw each other. Trism didn't take any damage there. He doesn't quite get his route perfect, so he takes a little more damage than he should.
But they are
he's coming
running
in trying to
to-
self-clear.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's gonna clear
Implosions
for
gets
Convict.
Implosions gets a lucky body block when he wasn't looking, and Convict got taken out by Ducks. That was very well done by.
Yeah, the old butt block. It's
Yep,
fearsome.
the old butt block. Almost
Now,
as bad
Convict's
as
just
running into
leaving.
those
They're not
trees.
going to have time to beat Tasty if Tasty gets out with this. But
Tasty is not
something
going
bad
anywhere.
happens to Tasty, and he's not getting out with that. Convict's setting up on a back to front. This is a dangerous route. If he gets out on this kind of route, no, never mind. He's cutting it in. He's doing the cave route. This is the right guy on last time he gets sniped. He's done. Game over. Let's see if Trism can do better. Trism,
And
I think, also takes
Trism.
damage. He hits the creativity wall. So
Yep.
that's a failed push for Epi. I'll see if they can try again.
And Tasty Ham is starting his route, and he is probably about 30 seconds out, so we've got some time here before...
Blitz is running a route now. He's also soldier capping. This did, I think, get them a cap earlier, so...
Right, so they're running these...
right, Epi kind of gets into a rhythm.
Tandem.
They think they stop Tasty and they're good, but, then Blitz comes in on another route. Okay, Tasty's running. This is a cool route. This is a very old route. Fan of Caffin came up with this. He's doing it in soldier, though, which is cool. He gets down. Oh, that's in a terrible spot for Blitz.
Oof.
If they return this,
And...
Blitz is going to grab it. If they don't, nothing's going to happen.
And
they
that
don't.
is the end of that.
That's a very smart play by Epi to not return that.
And Implosion does grab it, but it's not going to go anywhere. But it does get out of that bad position, at least.
That doesn't mean Implosions is not on D right now, though. Implosions is a pretty good, important part of the D. But he's able to get back to
Trism is coming in with a back to front right now.
And so is Convict. Convict comes on the other side. They're gonna basically cross cap here. There's gonna be pretty well timed. Actually, Convict's about 5 seconds behind. Implosions, I think, sees this coming. Good clear. Now, same thing's gonna happen. It's not in a good spot.
Right.
Is he gonna return? Line GG needs to force that return. He needs to force it now. And Convict's trying to go for it in the field. Can't do it. Game over.
And we've got Tasty Ham, and I don't see bullets.
Yeah, Tasty's coming in. He should have just been spotted by the capper, so Epi should know he's coming. But
he's got a
the
clear
stand is owned.
so...
And the stand's totally owned. Here they come. They get on the stand at the last second. They don't do any damage. Tasty's out full health. This is looking real good.
He's doing pretty good here. I'm going to hop over to the other stand.
Yeah, I see Convict down here. Convict's just running a route. He's not even trying to get this return.
And Trism is coming in a back to front right now, so... And they do not see him, but
he gets out.
Does
He's
get
low
hit.
health, though. He goes down. There's going to be a lot of people here on this. Righteous Oxide craters.
And
Line
Implosion's
GG's
on the
last line of
return,
defense.
and Tasty has
That's gonna
got
be a cap.
this.
That's
And
4-2.
there goes Hydroxide with an infiltrator. He just loms it off the stand, but it's not going to go anywhere. Righteous Oxide's got him.
And Convict's route's totally boned here. He clears with the Twin Fuser, gets out super slow. Should be very chaseable by Implosions here.
And that infiltrator grab actually managed to convert into something that was usable. Bullets and Tasty Ham came right up mid. They were expecting it, and they've got it almost all the way home now.
And the other side, Convict's being chased. He doesn't have a lot of speed. He's got 2 people on him. He's trying to turn around and fight him, but it's a 2v1, and he has nobody coming to him. They're all trying to focus on getting their own flag back, which is great when you're ahead, and is not great when you're behind.
Right. And Trism was just waiting on the stand for the return, but he just punted it.
I don't know why he did that. He should have kept the thing in his hands.
Well, he had Righteous Oxide right there. He could have sent it right to him, and then it wouldn't have been a 5-2 cap.
Now this is starting to look real good for Vex here. They can sit a little pretty. They honestly should probably stop with their O stack now. I would say they should just D up hard, but we'll see. Maybe it's been working.
They've managed to stop Epi's momentum that they had built up. So that was it's extremely demoralizing to them when that happens. So it's a good move just to kind of sit pretty and relax. Basically, just keep things safe and grab any routes you can, but don't really aim for getting any more caps.
All right, so on the other side, it looks like Blitz is getting a vehicle now. I think they're sticking with their strat.
And I think Epi stole a Shrike from Vex because they've got 2 Shrikes now.
Oh wow. Oh no, Convicts. Yeah, I think they did. Maybe they. Okay, there's a lot of Shrikes in the field. So Blitz is in a Shrike. Epi's got a Shrike. I don't know if there's another one. I think actually each team has a Shrike. I don't think Epi has 2. Convicts actually getting this pretty close to home. But he's probably going to crater here. He punts it.
But he does punt it off, and Righteous Oxide and the Shrikes collide.
Oh wow, Hydroxide's going for the return. Can he get it? No, he cannot. TCM's coming in from behind. He's low. Naka's got 1 HP, basically. The flag goes down. Vex should have
and they got the return.
And Blue Jay should also have this return.
And Trism is, well, he had the flag.
Actually,
and he just...
the tank kills the guy trying to return the flag for Epi. He said he's like, I got this return, don't worry about it. But now he doesn't. Now Tasty's going to get it.
And Tasty's got it.
And this is going to be Danger Town for Epi again. Blue Jay's coming in.
But they're going to get. Oh wow, that was so close. That tank almost got him and almost saved that flag.
Well, it did
but
get him.
Just
It just
barely.
got him 1 second too late.
Exactly.
Now Convict's back here. He's running this route. I'd really like to see him running more back to fronts because when he gets out this route, it takes him so long to cap that they have a chance to do something about it.
Well, with Implosions chasing on him, I mean, he can
Right.
intercept him
That's
every
a very
single time.
chaseable route. Exactly. So I'd really like to see him running more back to fronts because that's not going to be so chaseable. So
But
FP's
Tasty is
starting to
coming
get
in, but
into a really rough situation here for themselves. You know, they're down 3 points. They don't have a lot of time. But, you know, last map we saw Epi was up. They looked like they totally had the series in the bag. Vex rattled off a bunch of caps and came back for the win. So
right,
who
and
knows
Bullets is out with the flag right now, and
GG
he
misses on
is.
the other side. He's maybe going to try to clear for Convict, but it looks like a
Bullets
good
looked
punt
like he
there
did
by
punt it.
Blitz.
Yeah, that was nice.
It went real
It's
far.
It's gonna land right on the stand.
Now Blue Jay's going for it. Blue Jay gets
nicely
it.
done.
I don't see Convict. I don't know where he went. His route must be done. So no cap. So Epi's really running out of time here. They gotta get 2 caps in the next 6 minutes and then manage to rip it.
Right.
And they can't
the whole
really
time
let
they can't
Vex get any more caps.
Well, and Bullets and Tasty are they're really just giving them hell to get any caps out. So, and Trism is coming in on another
It looks like they're
back route
timed
here.
pretty well this time. I see Convict and Trism are coming in very similar timing here. Trism's got low HP though. He didn't quite do his
And
route
Lion GG
perfectly.
is coming in too for clear as well. So.
Convict's gotten out actually well. He's doing well here. He's out well. Implosions probably is not going to be able to get as good of a chase. Implosions goes down. There's going to be no chase on this. Tasty M is actually very low health. He's lost his speed. Hydroxide's the last hope here.
And Ambulance is cutting off
Convict actually totally
so.
screws up his return route though, and he is going 90 right now. He is going so slow for tribes, and this is going to be difficult now.
Yep, and he gets sniped by Duck right there.
And Bullets gets the return. He messed up. If he had to mess his return route up, that would have been a cap.
And that would have been sort of a deciding factor on whether or not they would have a chance of coming back. And they still do, but it's getting slimmer by every
It's getting
second.
harder every run. Vex needs to stop about 3 more of their runs, and this game's over.
Yep. And Tasty is coming in on a really high route that's going to be sending him over the hill, like you said, that one route. And they do see him, so he's probably not going to... Yep, he's not going to go anywhere.
And Blitz is out in the field. Trism should have spotted him, so they should probably just leave that flag down there for 35 seconds and wait till after. Trism's got a pretty good route coming here. Convict's coming too. He's out. Tasty Hand is chasing, actually. Implosions is chasing. Convict's again on this route that is not very fast. Implosion should be catching up to him, no problem. He misses, actually. He goes for the cutoff instead of the full chase, and now Convict's actually got good speed on him.
And there are 3 Vex players
Convict's
at the...
two chain here will kill him.
Tasty's coming in for the crash. There's no reason they shouldn't be able to stop this from being a cap here.
They pass it to Muji, though. That's a good play.
That was a good play.
has got it in heavy. If they can just kind of clean up and be patient,
and
they can have
just
this.
waiting right on the stand.
Blue Jay's low health. He goes down. Are they going to get it? No.
Nope.
Trism's there, but he's low. I don't know. I think he's trying to throw it. Blitz is there, but he's too fat.
But here comes Tasty for the E grab again. But he gets sniped out by Alakabon.
Oh, they should have this cap.
And yep, they do.
All right, 3-5, staying interesting.
Game is not over yet.
And Convict is coming in for another route. Implosions is not on stand right now. It's just Duck Ranger. Oh wow, nice block there. Duck Ranger stops it, and that's the end of that.
And right now on the other side, Alakabon pulled out a Shrike, and looks like Blue Jay is going to go hop in that and do a little Shrike defense, but Hydroxide managed to find the Shrike before he's jumping in it and almost cuts it down. And he doesn't manage to get the Shrike.
Trism GG's coming in. Not a ton of speed or a ton of health, but he gets sniped out. He goes down. I don't see... Okay, Convict is also coming in. He's running the same route. Convict, why don't you run it back to front, dude? You gotta run it back to front. But he's doing the same route. By this point, Implosions and Duck Ranger know this is his route. They know how to stop it. Gets the body block again. Tasty's coming in. Tasty goes down. And both flags stop.
Yep, both flags are down and both flags are returned. And Epi is really feeling the pressure right now.
They really need a cap on their next run. They need to run probably a little more offense right now, I would say.
And Implosions is he's come off defense for a moment just to try and do a
actually
little
that's
going to
be good for Trism here. And Trism gets out. He messes up his route. He messes up the turn. He hits the rock. That could cost him the game actually because Implosions was not there. He wouldn't have had a good chase. That could have gotten home and capped. Then they had 2 minutes to get one more. That's bad news.
And Tasty is inbound right now. He's doing that rock route, that rock bounce, and he's passing Trism right now. And he tried to nail him with the disc right there.
He's going about 280 in Soldier. This is a great route.
Yep, and
Stand
the
is totally
stand's
clear. He's out.
Gone.
I think Epi's trying to make sure they get out with this. Now, the thing is, they can't even go to standoff. If this is a standoff, Vex wins because they're up by 2. They've got to actually... Epi's got to actually cap this.
Oh, nicely done by Muji right there. That was a very, very crucial stop.
Now Trism actually gets out. He actually... they've actually switched back to Naka and Hoff because they want to keep their D up. However, he does not manage to 1v1 the capper. Trism gets out, and he's actually looking great now.
And there is and Tasty is coming in to
He might try to get a
crash.
Nitron on the touchdown. Doesn't get the Nitron. This is looking better and better for Epi. They can get this. Oh no!
And Trism bounces off the side, and are they going to get it? They do get it.
They get it. Now this is
they've got a chance right now. And Convict
here.
did grab it, but Naka nailed him right as he was getting the flags. So right now, all Naka. Oh,
Blitz is out. This shouldn't be going anywhere. Epi's got to go heavy. Now they can go into standoff. Standoff is fine for them now because they got that cap. Basically, if Trism does not get out on this one and Convict doesn't, then they need all crash downfield. That will be their last chance to rip the flag before the game is over. Looks like they're going heavy out. Even Blue Jay's going down there. He doesn't want to play tech. He wants to get down there, clear some stuff. And
Righteous Oxide is coming in. Convict's coming in on his front to back.
Trism's coming in. Mines are everywhere.
And it's clear. Convict's coming in. And he gets body blocked, and that is pretty much the end of that right there. They have to just crash down the field now.
Route. All they can do is crash and grab it.
And if they're
not... Tasty's out.
And they are crashing down the field.
22 seconds. I don't know if that's enough for this route. It's going to be really close. Well, I don't even know if he's going to beat Tasty.
Convict and Righteous Oxide are both heading downfield, and they're trying to get the flag, but doesn't look like Convict might get it.
Tasty,
nope,
I don't think we'll get this there, so all they got to do is stop Trism here. And Trism gets stopped by the rock.
And Alakabon, grab the flag, grab the flag.
1 second for Blue Jay to grab this flag. Keeps it alive. Nice it's in overtime. It's officially in overtime, but
gonna get the
they
return.
Actually try to get the other cap here just for fun, and that's it.
Wow.
5-4 in overtime. Another very close loss for Epi. They've actually been plagued by those a lot of times. But hey, man, we saw what we wanted to see. We saw map 3, overtime. Yep. What more can you ask for?
That was
two teams that are very close in skill level going at it, and that was a great series.
That was one of the best games I have seen in weeks, to say the least. So
kudos
to both teams.
If any of these guys want to come in for interviews.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop.
All right, I put it out there. If they want to come, they can come. They don't have
if not, then that's that.
Whatever. I don't know why they want to come after a game like that.
Right.
I understand when people don't come in when it's a stomp, but
right. But
it's a close game like that. You gotta show up.
I mean, either way, that was incredible by both teams. So they have everything to be proud of from that set of matches.
That was
right
great.
There.
But it's gonna be Epi that's gonna be staying up late, having trouble sleeping tonight. Yep. Thinking what might have been, because they had there were caps they probably could have had that they kind of messed up their return routes. Vex had some trouble in Stonehenge, but they pulled it together, were able to come back and get the win, even if it looked like they were dead. It was looking real rough for Vex there in the middle of that Stonehenge game. I thought Epi was going to just crush him. I thought it was over. Vex was going to be, in trouble as a team. People were going to be mad, but, they were able to pull it out. They pulled together as a team. They did whatever they needed to do. They made it happen. They came back. We had this close Kata game, but they, were able to pull that one out, barely. Epi almost came back at the end there. Very close match. So, it's good. I mean, it's actually good. I don't want another team to die, and
definitely not.
So this could have been,
we can't afford
it could have been rough for Vex if they had ended up losing this series. But I think Vex is going to stay strong now. They're going to stay alive, and we've got, clearly there's some good parity here. We had a good match versus Epi. When we played them, it also went to overtime. So we've got, at least, us, Vex, Epi are all very close here. I know ZFC has dropped maps to all these teams in scrims as well. So
hopefully
besides
we see
Mono,
some...
it's pretty much all very close.
Hey, there we go. Great. Blitz came in here, so we're going to get an interview out of this.
All right, good stuff.
What's up?
Hey,
What up,
Blitz.
dude? Great game, Blitz. Great comeback. I thought you guys were done for there.
So did I.
I was like, you'll hear this on the stream. I was like, oh man, I want to hear Vexcoms right now in the middle of that Stonehenge game. It was not looking pretty, but you guys turned it around.
Yep, those two back-to-back caps.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I forget what the score was, but at one point it looked like it was
0-2
on Stonehenge.
It was 0-2, and then you guys got one cap, and then you had the follow-up cap with Tasty Ham right afterwards that just turned the tide of that entire game, and that was just perfectly done. And that was just like, oh my god, we're going to see a map 3.
Yeah. When we do this strategy, it's kind of hard to. I mean, momentum is like the biggest key. So if we lose momentum, then we really lose it, and if we gain momentum, then we really gain it. So, sometimes it just takes time to get things rolling. And this is something that even I forget myself, and I have to remind myself of, and I have to remind everybody else of, is that with this kind of strategy.
You just cut out.
Oh boy.
Oh no, I'm still here. No, with this kind of strategy, there are you have to consider that you might go down 3 caps, in the first couple minutes. You might go down 3 caps for 15 minutes straight, but it doesn't matter if you can just like hold out for that one moment where everything falls into place. Then you can start, getting the momentum back in your favor, and like we did on Stonehenge, get back-to-back caps, and that kind of boosts morale and gets everybody, kind of refocused on what we're trying to do. So.
Right, exactly, and that's what David Bowie was saying, is that you guys, it might seem like, you guys are down, but, there'll just be one moment where everything just aligns, and there'll be chaos on the other team, and everything will just fall apart for them, and you guys will just pull everything together and just get tons of caps and just turn the game around. And we saw the change of momentum in the last map, Katabatic, as well, when you guys were up, you guys were up 3 caps, and then they came back with 2 more, and the momentum started shifting, but you guys just pulled it right back and just shut everything down, and it was a demoralizing thing to have, that those 2 caps go, and then everything just stop all of a sudden.
Yeah, on Stonehenge, you guys were actually doing great. You had like 2 caps that were so close. And then they were able to barely get returns on you. And then they got a bunch of caps on you, and it was like, oh man, they've got to be not happy right now. But you guys, I mean, you had a steady offense that whole game, because you almost got the 2 caps you didn't get, and then you were able to rattle off however many more later to win. So your offense was working for sure.
Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. That's definitely part of the part of the purpose as well. Is we're trying to make this game a little less stale.
Well, there's good viewers, over 50 viewers, so
that's
pretty good for a random stream.
We were actually up to 86 at our peak, so we had a very big viewer base tonight.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest. I mean, there hasn't been that many viewers since like tournaments a while back.
Since NASL.
If we have a few more games like that, this is gonna turn back into what it should be.
All right, so we got TCM is here. We got the GG Bros here. We got a couple representatives from each team. Pretty key players from both teams are here. So, I just want to start some questions. Epi, you'll see when you watch the cast, but it looks like you guys had it in the bag on Stonehenge. In the middle of Stonehenge, we thought you guys had the series won because you were up 2-0. There wasn't a ton of time left. How were you guys feeling, and like how did you guys react to the different stages that these games went through?
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, GG's guys. It was definitely fun.
Oh, yeah,
apparently I cost our team the game, but that's all right. We were having fun. But yeah, I mean, we were feeling pretty good. We didn't really get frazzled. I mean, our team plays this game to have fun, and we were just having a good time. And then you guys got the better of us, 2 back-to-back caps that kind of switched the momentum in your favor, and then you got it out there at the end, and we tried to push everybody on O in the last minute there, but couldn't quite get it out on you guys.
Yeah, that was so close. I mean, that was one of the closest games ever. And Tristan, I don't think anyone could say you cost the team the game. There's like I think everyone can look back at these games and make if only this, if only that. But like probably every player on the team, on both teams, can look at moments like that in the game. So if only this had happened, if only that had happened. So. And
then we hear Tasty Ham groan in the background.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tasty. Tell us about how moments change the game for us individually.
I was gonna say, yes, First of all,
you guys had several on Dry Dock and on Stonehenge. It was just like, holy shit.
It's like, I can't believe that happened.
Every single mistake Epi capitalized on. Every single little mistake.
They did.
And just stop us in our tracks for at least a few runs.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I was going to comment on earlier that I forgot, was that, as you guys can see, somebody referred to the strategy as high risk, high reward, which is probably the best way to put it, because you can see that even a small little simple mistake, like one mistake, a missed flag pass, or maybe a cap that just takes a fraction of a second too long or something, will cost us caps. I mean, in
Yeah.
some cases, it'll even cost us the map. On Dry Dock, it costs us the map.
I think it's actually like, on the other side of the field, I think it's like where that you see that like hair difference makes it even bigger, because like when you've got one, it's like a 1v2 or 2v2, it's like the very slightest movement is the difference between you get the body block and you totally stop the capper in his tracks versus he gets out totally clean and he caps on you.
Yeah, and then we have to scramble, and then it messes our offense
Right,
up
exactly.
or whatever.
So like,
yeah.
watching Duck and Implosions, like they're on Kata, I think they made amazing plays at the end of the game, like some really sick body blocks and stuff, and chases and returns that like totally, I think like helped win that game for you guys.
Wait, Duck was on defense? I thought he was like grab capping.
He was everywhere.
he was kind of all over the map on defense, and to their credit, Implosions and Duck Ranger on Dry Dock as well. They were running that 2D, and you guys were, they was running the 2D, and Epi was running the 2-0, and it was literally, it came down to who died first out of which of those people, and that determined whether or not a cap got out every single time, pretty much.
Yeah, I definitely have to give credit to those guys. We wouldn't be able to run this strategy, without aware, versatile, defenders playing without a Hoff, because basically they're playing without that cushion of the mines and the Hoff. So if they die, and they die, out of sync or in the wrong time frame, then I mean that flag is definitely out. But luckily, and this is something that we work on and we're constantly improving on, is listening to the defense's communication and having the offense call out caps so that everybody's aware of that time frame, so that offensive players can switch back to D and make stops. I don't think we did as much of that in this match, and the reason that we can't do that as much is because we have to maintain constant pressure on Epi's base. Otherwise, they're gonna have fucking everything back up in like 30 seconds. So we kind of have to sacrifice clustering and escorting for making sure that we control their base. And it's just how much do you manage one versus the other? And I think that's the problem we were running into on Stonehenge and Dry Dock. Not so much on Kata. I think Kata was kind of the momentum was kind of in our favor from the get-go. But the other two maps, you could definitely see that the fact that they played such good defense and had such good techs and their nice little interesting strategy, it really puts a big kink in what we're trying to do.
Well, and to that note, I mean, this is for your strategy, your all-in sort of strategy with your offense. This is pretty much the hardest team that you could go against, just because of that.
Yeah, I mean, basically destacking. We were just describing this earlier, that like a perfectly executed D stack can usually beat a perfectly executed O stack in this stage of the game with how strong D is in the game right now. It wasn't always like that. It used to be the O stack would always beat a D stack, but now D stack can really give trouble to that strategy that Vex is running. And I know you guys have had some trouble with that in some scrims. As Mono and us, we D stacked a little harder, and it became a lot harder for you to run the strat. But you guys are able to pull this out. Now, I had a question for the GG bros. So on offense, you guys are running 2 or 3 man offense. I was wondering on Kata, why were you guys not soldier capping? Because it seemed like so many times you can run pretty much the same speed routes in soldier with that much more HP, and like for so many of those times where it came down to like barely getting chained out or something, it seemed like it would have made the difference there. I was just wondering why you decided not to do that.
Yeah, we were just trying to run routes as fast as possible, really. I don't know what Convict was doing, so I was just trying to basically every 25 seconds have a capper come in, because I noticed that Duck Ranger would kind of move midfield sometimes after he would like stop the capper, he would just move around the map. So we were just trying to put constant capping pressure on the stand so that they couldn't really get away with any of their cheeky sniper play and stuff.
And that actually worked several times. There was a few times when you guys got out totally clean because the guys on the stand were either off chasing the other capper or they just died or something, and like it seemed like that it did work several times. But I know when we played you guys recently, we found that you're like when you capped at the exact same time, it was really tough to stop too.
Yeah,
Well, there were a number of
right.
times when you, Trism, were actually just waiting on the stand for the flag to get returned because there was such a light presence of defense there, and you would just boost and disc jump yourself or bolt jump, all the way to mid, and then you just put the thing almost all the way home, and it seemed like that kind of pressure was really quite effective.
Right. I mean, it's inevitable that, Ego, or I mean, not Ego, sorry, but Vex was gonna get the return, like, at least 60% of the time with all the people they had on offense, so
60%.
60% of the time, sure. 80% maybe, but yeah, because you guys were trying to own our base, so we would just try to, get on the stand and just always keep it moving, because if you guys would and probably would get the return, then we would be there to keep it moving.
Yeah, do you guys have any questions for each other or anything like that?
Paper or plastic?
Paper, environment.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, no questions, man. I had a good time. It was GG's. So yeah, I think I'm done.
Yeah, GG's,
It's a great
guys.
game. Any last shout outs or anything like that?
Yeah, shout out to everybody on my team for not playing standard, even though every single time this goes wrong, somebody says, "Oh, maybe we should play standard." So yeah, shout out to them for sticking through it and committing, because it definitely made for some fun games.
And it was definitely a lot of fun watching, and I hope we see a lot more of this play in the future because you guys made this one hell of a match tonight.
Very cool. All right,
Thank you.
guys. Thanks for casting, by the way, as well.
Oh yeah, sure.
Appreciate it.
And you guys should check it out. So we did something new tonight.
One more thing.
Go ahead, Gigi.
Just a shout to the Tribes Combine. It's coming up this Friday.
Yes,
TeamEpi.com.
yes, for sure.
If you liked what you saw, you can get involved. Get involved in comp. TeamEpi.com.
Yeah, this is going to be a great thing. There's going to be teams forming and teams adding to the roster. So if you're looking to play on a comp team, or if you were a comp team who's looking to pick up new players, you need to be at that combine.
And there will be several casters, myself included, that will be casting some of these games, and we will be focusing on the free agents, so that if you do manage to miss them, then you'll be able to look at some of the VODs afterwards, so you can, pick out people if you want to grab them for your team.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a huge shout out to Dodgebomb for all the work he put into the casting tonight.
Yeah, so what Dodge
players,
did, just so you... Yeah, go ahead, Hughes.
The players, for those who weren't watching the stream, he's relaying the streams from both DavidBowie and Helemar and creating instant replays and multiple cams. It's just fantastic. You guys will love it. You guys should go back and watch the VODs.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go do that right now.
Yeah, basically he has two streams going, and he cuts back and forth between them, and he doesn't talk at all. He just manages that.
Right, just
Very
kind of
cool, man.
like a
Thanks.
behind the scenes
Cool.
like director or producer or whatever.
He
That's
is the
cool.
production value. He is what makes this the cast shine.
Right on. All right, can't wait to see it, man. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks for playing, guys. That was one of the best games in a long time, so that's great. And it's great to see the comp scene kind of revitalizing a bit. Some new good teams showing up and a lot of parity.
Yep. GG's, guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks for playing, guys, and thanks for tuning in, everybody.